I'm on mute. I'm on mute. We'll do that again. Hi guys, Swansea City here, back again for another match review on the channel. Now today I'll be reviewing the dismal performance from the Swansea City players and the man management from the manager, where it finished Birmingham City 1, Swansea City 0, with a goal from Scott Hogan in the 91st minute of the game. Last minute winner for Birmingham. Fair play to Birmingham, great 3 points for them in their relegation battle. That could really help them stay up in the division. But from a Swansea City fan perspective, more drop points, no goals, no creativity, a lack of substitutions when needed, the same formation, the same players being given a chance week in, week out. And again, another loss, 3 losses in a row now for Swansea City, 3 games in a row without scoring, 2 back-to-back 1-0 defeats. It could have been worse. It could have been worse. But before we dive into the game, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the stream as well. It's free to do. And make sure you interact in the chat if you want to be featured in the review later when I get people on. Let's dive into a few of your comments before we get into the lineups and what happened then. Cooper, don't worry, Mike. I bloody muted myself for the first 5 seconds of the stream. Cooper should have blood in his hands. He needs to make subs earlier, says Curtis. Unlucky he'll still get playoffs, says Robbie, a Birmingham fan. Awful game today, says Jack Court. Joshua Corbett says ditch 5 at the back. Someone's asking, do I think I'll get playoffs? So let's go on to the teams then. Obviously, I'm not doing this on my phone because it just lags. So, let's just go on to the things. I should really get rid of the bottom. So this is how Birmingham lined up then. Etheridge, Colin, Roberts, Dean, Peterson, Sidon, Garner, Sunage, Hajalovic, pronounce that wrong. I think it's Halilovic, Leko, Jukovic. And then I think they brought on Friend. They also brought on Harper. I believe they brought on Torrell, Cosgrove and Hogan. So Birmingham used all 5 subs in their game, which says a lot, really. And the Swans lined up then with Woodman, Roberts, Norton, Bennett, Guehi, Bidwell, Fulton, Smith, Grimes, Low. And we brought on Danda, Routledge, Whittaker, 92nd minute sub, Routledge, 88th minute sub. So really only 1 sub in that time. So those are how the 2 teams lined up then in the game. Going on to the game, we had the first real chance of the game. Jamal had a great effort saved by Etheridge. It was a free kick played short. Jamalo turned his man inside the area. Good strike, to be fair. Decent save from Etheridge. Birmingham, we're trying to get forward. There wasn't too much chances. There's a few headers. Jukovic was winning a lot of headers, which was causing a bit of threat. But, I thought the back three were doing okay. And then Birmingham were awarded a penalty in, I think it was the 32nd minute of the game. It's a soft penalty, to be honest. The ball's bouncing round. Robs is about to kick it, and then comes the Birmingham player, and instead of kicking the ball, he does kick the Birmingham player. No complaints from me. It's an unfortunate situation where Roberts isn't aware of his surroundings. Just caps off a really bad week for Connor Roberts. Tuesday night got sent off for Wales, and today, at fault for the penalty. And I was thinking, here we go. At first I was thinking that's never a penalty. I see the replay. He kicks him as a penalty. Lucas Jukovic is about to step up, and I was saying to the stream on my watch log, I was like, Woodman's a great penalty saving player, a keeper, great save of penalties. And what does he do? He saves another penalty. Freddie Woodman, it's one of the best parts of his games, really. He's a really good penalty saving goalkeeper. Great save. Like I was saying in the stream, you don't see many goalkeepers stay down the middle for a penalty. Maybe in the last minute they do, but you don't see them do it very often. Credit to the goalkeeping coach Martin Magidson and Freddie Woodman for actually staying down the middle and saving. It was a very good strike from Jukovic, to be fair. A lot of power on it. Just comes off Freddie Woodman's 5. Good save. No real chances again of the half then. It was half-time 0-0. My thoughts were that we were dismal. Like I said, we had 1 real chance. Jamalo had another, really poor effort outside the foot. But, there's nothing really in between the 2 sides of half-time. And the big talk about was that penalty, and one of their players got bucked for a foul just for half-time, which wasn't really going to create anything as low as offside. And actually, that Sadden did get taken off for half-time for George Friend. Until the second half, the next 5 minutes of the half, we could just tell we weren't going to get back into the game. We weren't in the game first half, and we were thinking maybe it could be, a Cardiff second half where we get gradually into the game. No, we just didn't get into the game at all. It was just the same old crap. Birmingham didn't really do it. It was just a midfield battle, to be honest, back and forth, back and forth. One thing which angered me quite a lot was our lack of ability to keep the ball. There was a time in the first half, Grimes had the ball. There's no one around him. He can drive forward. He passes it backwards and gives it straight to a Birmingham player in the edge of the box. It just summed it up today for the Swans, really. we just couldn't seem to get 5-6 passes together. And if we did, they were just backward passes, no real movement going forward, no real pace going forward. Torson says he's had enough. Yeah. Hopefully, I'll speak to you in a bit now, Tom, when I get people on. Tor says Scott Hogan. Yeah. It was always going to happen, really, but I'll get onto the penalty in a bit. Birmingham were making changes trying to impact the game. They brought John Terrell on. They brought Scott Consgrove on, former Aberdeen striker. They brought Scott Hogan on. They brought on 2 strikers. Yes, they took off 2 strikers, but, Lee Bowyer could have easily just took off both strikers, bring another striker, and bring another midfielder on the pack midfield. No. That was the difference between Lee Bowyer and Steve Cooper, in my opinion. The real difference between those two today, one manager wanted the win, one manager was happy with a point. And ridiculously, it was our manager who was just happy with a point. And the reason why I say that is the 60th minute, he brings Dander on for Smith. Now, okay, 60th minute, I think he could have changed formation forward back, fair enough. 88th minute, then 0-0 at this point. We're begging for a goal. We need a goal. He takes off Lowe. He brings on Routledge. Now, don't get me wrong. Why are you taking off Lowe? If you're bringing Routledge on, we were still at 5 at the back at that point. We were still playing with 3 centre-halves and 2 defenders on the wings, or the wing-backs, I should say. And he sticks with that when we need a goal, and we concede anyway with 5 at the back. And we're going to go into that penalty now, because there was nothing really much in that second half, to be honest. It was 90th minute referee. I think you get 3 or 4 minutes added on. Ball bouncer on the box. Dander, who came on, slips. The player in front of him runs forward, and he actually tangles with Dander's legs. So if anything, Dander hasn't even fouled him, because Dander's tripped over his own feet. He slipped, and then their player, he kind of he doesn't really put his foot in, but his foot was in between his legs. Not like Dander tackling him. It was more like him tackling Dander. He falls over quite drastically. Referee gives a penalty. I'm not going to complain too much, because we've had some questionable penalties in the last couple of weeks against Middlesbrough, for example, where it was a similar sort of situation where Bidwell kind of put his foot through to the Middlesbrough player, and today their player put his foot into Nyandander's. From my perspective, it's not a penalty, but if I'm a Birmingham fan, I'm screaming for a penalty. So you can see why the referees give it with no VAR. Scott Hogan steps up. Woodman, unlucky because he dives the right way yet again, and it's just a really good penalty from the former Aston Villa and Brentford man, and they win the game. Then what really, really annoyed me was, as soon as that goal goes in with a minute left, he brings on Morgan Whittaker for Cal Norton. Why wasn't Whittaker on 20, 30 minutes before that? Why does Whittaker have to come on with less than a minute to go? Less than a minute to go. What is he going to do with a minute to go? What's Routledge going to do with 5 minutes to go? What's Cooper doing with his man management? The lineup today, we've seen this lineup so many times and it hasn't performed for weeks. Another question I should ask Cooper: what was the point of bringing Conor Horan to Birmingham if you were never going to bring him on? You could have stayed in Swansea, not travelled, get extra rest for Monday's game against Preston. No, let's take him up to Birmingham. Let's make our bench look a little bit stronger. I'd rather have 8 substitutes on the bench than 9 if you're not going to bring him on. What was the point? He had his shorts on. He's had his shorts on, so I assumed he was going to come on. No. We're begging for a goal. He's an Aston Villa player. He would fight for this game because he absolutely hates Birmingham. He scored against them before. But instead, we get Horan to the squad when, he's probably not fit. And we don't even bring him on. What's the point of him travelling? Whittaker, what was the point of him travelling, coming on for 30 seconds or whatever it was? He had a great game against Cardiff. Yes, he didn't have the great shooting, but he actually added some pace to the attack. He was so slow. The wing backs today, Bidwell and Roberts, some of the worst games I've seen from him this season. Roberts, I don't know what's going on with him at the moment, because he had a crap game today, and he was crap for Wales against Czech Republic as well. Probably wasn't a red card, but it's just been a crap week for Roberts. He's not been on form recently for Wales or Swansea. Bidwell, really don't know what's happened to Bidwell, of course. Manning, I can understand the reason why Bidwell started today. Obviously, Manning was playing Wednesday night, so obviously I can understand that. But Bidwell, Monday, don't want him in the team. Roberts, obviously, you've got to have him in the team, but he's got to fix up. It's got to see some changes. Cabango, why was he not starting today with the aerial threats? You've got to ask questions like this. There's just so many disappointing performances yet again from the same players, and they get another chance. Fulton today works hard. Probably thought he was one of our better outfield players. Grimes, some silly passes again from Grimes. But then again, who's on the bench to really, take Grimes' place? The lack of squad depth is unbelievably poor. And, we loan out Byers and Garrick, where, yes, at the time, they're probably good, but hindsight's a wonderful thing. And we're looking back on those decisions to loan up Garrick and Byers. Yes, not world beaters. Yes, not great players, but they can do a job. And looking at that decision to loan up Byers and Garrick, crap decisions, especially with the injuries of Morris, Areola, Cullen. We had Routledge injured at the time. It's a bit of a joke, really. And, Birmingham, I've got to say, they probably did deserve it. They wanted the game more. Like I said, Bowyer made attacking changes. We, negative changes. Bringing on 36-year-old Wayne Routledge, a guy who scored 1 goal this season, 1 goal against Stevenage. And we think he's going to impact the game in the next 5 minutes. I'd rather have Ollie Cooper on, a bit of pace, a bit of urgency. He's going to want to make an impact. No offense to Routledge, but he's not the right man you want to bring on. He's small. He's not quick anymore. What was Routledge going to do in the last 5 minutes to really impact the game? I really don't understand. Manic and Cabango need to come in on Monday. Like, Cabango, I think he should have started today. But, it's just an affiliation with Carl Norton. Yes, Norton's a good player. But I think Cabango needs to start. Ben had a good game today. Guehi was good as well. I just think, you've got to rotate now in the game with Cabango and Norton. You've got to play Cabango a few games, and you bring Norton in for a few games. Like, today, yes, he had a decent game, Norton, but I still would have, played Ben Cabango. And, Woodman, he had a solid game today. It was just so infuriating. This was a must-win game. A draw was basically a loss for us. Same for Birmingham. A draw was basically a loss for them. And you look at the two managers. One team is 21st. One team is 3rd. One team wanted to win that game. One team wanted to get a point. I don't care if we're away from home. I don't care if Steve Cooper goes, it's a bit more difficult away from home. Steve, there's no fans there, mate. It's an even playing field. Yes, you don't play on that pitch every single week, but there's no excuse. It's an even playing field, 11v11, no added crowds. You can't use the excuse of playing away from home. It's crap. Because we faced Birmingham at home in September, and we were pretty shite in that game as well. It's just the lack of ability to change the game. He's got a plan A. It worked for 60 minutes as a 0-0. Where's the plan B? Where's the plan C? What are you going to do to try and win the game? He doesn't. He just sticks with the same plan every single game and just hopes for a little bit of luck, and it's a Cooper masterclass. It doesn't work. It's just not working at the moment. Like I think Lee Bowyer said in his post-match conference, worked really hard on Swansea because they haven't changed system all season. Doesn't that say everything? Doesn't that say everything? Their manager's coming out and basically saying, this team don't change it. This team don't have a plan B, so we know what they're going to do. That's what literally Lee Bowyer said in better words. He literally said, Swansea play one way. We know how to play against it. We draw until we get a penalty. Literally. It's happened for weeks. But I think the fans are scapegoat with the victories over Stoke, Middlesbrough, because without those 2 lucky penalties, let's say, we would be 4 points worse off, and we could be 5th right now. Automatic promotion, in my opinion, is gone. It is gone. We've just got to focus on trying to get the heads back and just trying to get to the best position of the playoffs we can, because, Bournemouth are starting to get some form. Wren and Barnsley, yes, they drew today, but I watched that game. Wren and Barnsley both play really good football. We should be playing the good football. We're known as playing good football. We are playing absolutely crap football. Cardiff are playing better football than us at the minute. And, I don't mind playing crap football for getting results, but when we don't get results, when we're not scoring goals, we're not showing any attacking intent, it really says something. Our 2 best chances today both came from basically set pieces. There was no open play chances, and AU isolated as always. You see him dropping deep, trying to create chances because there's no one there. And, it's just so infuriating. I've gone on a little bit of a rant there, and I'm going to dive into a bit of the comments and go to player range. I'm going to get you guys in, but I need a drink because I'm just so annoyed because at least against Cardiff, we showed some fight. We tried to get anything, even though that game was 0-0. I didn't see any fight. I didn't see any fight at all. No fight for me. I said this. People will slate Danda because he came on and doesn't do anything. But Danda, I've said this week after week after week in the match reviews. If you want something from Danda, you start him. Luton, he started, got an assist. He doesn't bring anything off the bench. If you want to get the best out of Danda, you have to start the lad for 45 to 60 minutes. He is not a bench player to come on. He's a luxury player who doesn't have the capabilities to come on off the bench and impact the game. He's got the capabilities of creating space, finding the extra pass, scoring goals sometimes when he starts. He is not an impact player off the bench. I have said this week after week after week, and I'm sick of saying it. I am absolutely sick of saying that. It is true. Again, what they do off the bench today, nothing really. When he starts, Luke Dunn, gone assist, shite up the game, we take him off, happy days, we bring Smith on. The midfield three of Smith, Fulton, Grimes works if you want to keep a clean sheet. If you want to score goals, hell no. You're not getting the goals. You're not getting the goals. I think we need to be looking at keeping our place in the playoff now. It's simply not good enough. I agree, Curtis, mate. Even if we have a game and Sheffield Wednesday will be fighting for their lives. Automatics are done, in my opinion. We will probably be fourth tomorrow when Brentford beat not Huddersfield, but I know we got Watford last game of the season, but we've got QPR, nothing to play for, danger. Preston, nothing to play for, danger. Derby, still in the relegation, fighting for their lives. And we can't even get up for a South Wales derby, and we can't even get up for a game which is a must-win. As a Watford fan watching from the outside, Swansea have rolled their luck this season. I do agree with that to some extent, Max, but I think the first half of the season, we were really good because, we could shut the shop and get the goals. We can shut the shop relatively well. We just can't score the goals. So I do agree of late the lucky goals, Max, but I think the first half of the season we deserved where we were. I know when we played you at our place, we were absolutely phenomenal that day. The last decent performance was probably Watford. Yeah, you could say we have kind of burnt out, but we've had a 2-week break. So, I thought the first 10 minutes we were good, and then, same old with the Swans, same old. From winning against Norwich and Watford to losing, we just can't seem to get up for these bottom games. We got Wickham in a few weeks, and I'm absolutely dreading that game because you just know what will happen. You just know Wickham are going to beat us. Yeah, I've had enough, to be honest, Alan. Yes, we're in a great position, but look at the last few results in the last couple of weeks. Absolutely shit. In the form table, we must be like 17th or something, because you're telling, if I was hidden, if someone put me in a cave for a year, they've just returned me home. They haven't shown the league table. So I've gone to Australia. I've been kidnapped by pirates. They've brought me back. I've been brought back by my family to watch Birmingham versus Swansea. I have no idea where both teams are. I have no idea who's playing for what teams. I watched 90 minutes after coming back from the cave after I've been kidnapped. And the commentators say, a team's in 21st and team's in 3rd. I go, bloody hell, we're 21st. No, we were 3rd. What? How? They're 21st. Obviously, no game in this league is an easy game, don't get me wrong. But they're 21st. We're 3rd. Surely we should be the team going at Birmingham and getting the goals. No, it was Birmingham coming at us and getting the goals. Yes, they're home, but like I said, it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant home and away this season. And for far too long, we've been riding our luck with late goals. And yeah, you're 20th now, but I was on about before the game, Robbie, mate. But Wickham beat Blackburn today as well, which worries me. I just can't be asked. I honestly don't want to ruin my preview for Monday, but we're not going to win. In my opinion, we're not winning Monday. Preston, nothing to play for. They can play with no fear. We don't even look like we want to play football at the minute. You look at, I just don't know anymore. It's like we haven't played in like 13 days, and it feels the deja vu all over again. We just can't rely on AU all the time. Apart from AU, who's our top scorer? Horahan. Most of his goals have been like set pieces. Then we've got Cabango, who doesn't even start anymore. It's just a shambles, really. Yes, we have been unlucky with injuries, but it's no excuse. You've got to expect some of the other players to perform. And, I don't know what's happened to Smith of late. He doesn't look himself, running. I don't understand why Smith is playing the most advanced midfielder. It just should be a flat free, not having Smith on the attack. It just doesn't work. And I'm going to be a bit controversial. If we were not in the top 6 in the league, I would be Cooper out. I would be Cooper out if we wasn't top 6. So I'm still staying with Cooper. I still believe his process. I still believe the players are fighting for him. I don't think he's lost his dressing room. I just think he's lacking ideas. Hopefully he can sort it out. But I just want to make this clear. I'm not Cooper out. I still fully believe in the man. I still want him to succeed. I still want him to be in charge. If we finish in the playoffs and we lose in the playoffs, fair enough. But as long as we finish in the playoffs, I'm still Cooper in. If we finish out the playoffs at the end of the season, I'm out. Get out. Because if we finish in the playoffs, as we are now, I'm still in. If we fall out, say we go 8th, like 2 games left, I'm not going to be out until the end of the season. So until the end of the season, I'll be Cooper in, and then I'll think about what I'm going to say in the summer. But for me, we've had a good season, but the last couple of weeks, months, we've just gone off a cliff. The driver's gone unconscious and he's driven off the cliff and everyone's died. It seems like the players have died at the moment because there's no urgency, there's nothing. It's just a bunch of dead players who are basically corpses at the moment. But, for me, Cooper, until the end of the season, if we finish in the playoffs and lose in the semi-final or final, if we get in the playoffs, but yeah. for me, still because might have done better, fingers crossed, in 6 last season. We have progressed, I guess, but questions do have to be asked for Cooper. He's got to learn. He's got to make subs a lot better. That's one of his faults as a manager. Does not make substitutes very often. So I've woggled on a little bit. Let's go on to the player ratings then. Let's start with Freddie Woodman. Obviously made that penalty save. Unlucky not to make the other save. Didn't really have to make too many saves today. I thought his distribution was pretty good today, actually. So Woodman, probably going to be with the highest rating. I'm going to give Freddie Woodman a 7. I know we've conceded in the last minute, but there was no open play goals. He saved the penalty, and at the end of the day, he just got let down by Cooper's man management not to try and win that game. For Woodman, for what he had to do, he did well. And he guessed the right way for the penalty as well, the second pen. So a lot of you guys saying 7, James gives 8. You've got to give him a 7. Now, I've criticised one in the last couple of weeks, but I think his distribution was pretty good today as well. So you guys go with 7 there. We're going to go on for Carl Norton. Made a good interception in the first half after Corey Smith gave the ball away. I just don't think... He just didn't really... I'm just going to give him a 5 for Norton, I'll just give him an average 5. Didn't do anything wrong, really. Didn't do anything too good. Like I said, this was more of a game for a Bennett Guehi for the physical battles. 5 for me. 5 says Dr. Blu-ray. 7, 4, 6. So a lot of different ratings, which is good to see. Let's see. Wait for a few more. 5. So I think you guys are going for a 5 as well. Go to Bennett. I thought he was probably the best out of the 3 defenders today defensively. Won a lot of aerial battles. He won that ball on the edge of the box in the first half where the Jukovic had that bad eye injury, but he got the ball. I give Bennett a 6. I thought he was better than Norton and Guehi defensively. I was impressed with Bennett tonight. I thought he kept Jukovic relatively quiet. Like I said, it didn't have too many open play chances, so I thought he did all right. 5, 7, 5, 7, 4, 6, 6. So I'll go for a 6. I think you guys go for 6 as well. Go for Guehi. I don't think he was fully fit. He did look a little bit leggy now and again. He did drive a few things forward very well. I'll give him a 5, same as Norton. I'll give him a 5 for Guehi. I didn't think he looked fresh. Obviously, he's been, I think, over in France where they're doing the Euro 21s group stage. And obviously, he just looked... And obviously, he didn't actually return to Swansea. He just went through to Birmingham for this game. So he had no training with the team. And I think it kind of showed. So you guys give him a 6 for Guehi, which is fair enough. We're going to go to Connor Roberts. I thought Connor Roberts was absolutely rubbish today. Give the penalty away, which was a penalty. He's had a crap week. Gets sent off for Wales. Crap game today. Roberts, disappointing. I wouldn't drop him, but I would like to see Freeman have a game. Maybe against... I just want to see Kieran Freeman have a game. Roberts, he's played... he's played all 3 Wales games because the game on late against Mexico. Poor from Roberts today. He's played a lot of football this season, so, maybe... But, yeah, he's just not making those attacking runs anymore. So I'd have to give him a 4 for me. Probably the worst defender for me today. 4, 4, 2, 3, 2... 3. So you guys, I say 4. Yeah, you guys can give a 4. Jake Bidwell, disappointed by Jake Bidwell today. Wasn't making those attacking runs on the left-hand side. When we did get the ball with Grimes, Smith, Fulton, he just wasn't making those runs to the left-hand side. And when he did, the crosses were pretty poor. I'd have to give him a 4, same as Rob. That's pretty poor, really. You'd expect more considering they're supposed to be wingers when we're going forward, and they're, yes, Birmingham's formation was good, quite defensive, and did as well, but you still got to make those runs. 4-0, says Joshua Corbett. Maybe in your world, he scored a few own goals today. 4-3, 4-2. I'm sorry, but I can understand why Bidwell started today, because Manning was over in Hungary on Wednesday, so obviously he probably didn't get back to Swansea until like Thursday morning, so obviously not so much jet lag, but he'd probably be tired and stuff like that. So I understand why Bidwell, but for me, Manning has got to start Monday. Manning's a better player. For me, Manning is a better player than Bidwell. This first half of the season, Bidwell's fantastic, and he's just gone off a cliff with the rest of the squad, really. 3, so you guys are going to go for a 4. Going to go to the midfielders, Corey Smith. Lack of energy, I thought. Wasn't making those runs. 5, average 5, really. Because he wasn't on when the goal was conceded, you can't really mark him down for that. So I'd have to give him a 5 for me, Corey Smith. Bloody hell, it's 11:15. It's getting late. I keep thinking of Saturday. 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 4. So you guys were 4. Grimes, the captain. I thought his passing was very, very poor today. Made the easy pass now and again, but didn't really see him trying anything different. That mistake in the first half, which nearly cost us when no one really good interception. For me, 4. 4. Disappointed by Grimes. He's probably got the better. He's probably got the better attributes of the midfielders, and we didn't see it. 4. Yeah, I keep thinking of Saturday as well, mate. It's crazy. Oh, great. Oh, it's a game Monday. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Not looking forward to that. 4. So you guys can go for 4 as well. Jay Fulton. Yeah, I agree with Kieran in the comments there. He was our best midfielder today. Again, does try to get forward now and again. Like, he's a threat from corners. We've seen him score from corners before. Huddersfield at home last season scored from a header from a corner. And we were playing these ridiculous short corners all the time. I'd give Fulton a 5. I'm not going to give many players a 6 today because the overall performance was shit. Fulton 7, 5, 6, 5. So I'd go for a 5 like you guys. Jamal Lowe, now, he was offside a few times, but I think he was better than Andreu today. I'm going to be honest. I know a lot of people like myself and the comments don't really, not like Jamal Lowe, but like criticise him quite a lot, which is fair enough. But I think he did well today. He had a great chance in the first half, which was a very good save. He looked a bit more lively today. He made a bit more runs. Disagree that he should have been taken off. With 2 minutes to go, we need a goal, so we've got to keep all the attacking options on. I think he made some good runs. I wouldn't say he was awful. I think he was better than Andreu today, by the way. Fair play to Andreu for the last 90 minutes, but I think he worked hard. He did he looked a lot more like himself today. He was making the runs. He looked lively. He was trying things. So it's good to see Jamal Lowe back, relatively back. So I give Lowe a 5. I think you guys can go for a 5. Andreu probably wasn't fully fit, so credit to Andreu for the last 90 minutes. Again, we just don't have the options to drop Andreu, and credit to him for starting. 90 minutes when he was in Africa a few days ago, which is absolutely crazy considering the time difference and the travel. So for me, it's harsh to say. I'm gonna have to give Andreu a 4. Didn't really do it. Like, Lowe makes the runs. I didn't think he made the runs. He was dropping deep, trying to get the ball. Won a few defensive headers, but for me, I can't be biased. I can't give Lowe a 5 and give a 6 or a 5 because he was on the same levels as Jamal today. So I have to give him a 4. You got to. It could be fatigue, but the guy is 31 and we're playing him week in, week out, week in, week out. He came off of a knock against Ghana and we still played him today. I do feel sorry for him because at the end of the season, he'll be gone. Same with Norton, same with Horahan, Woodman, Guehi. I'm just trying to think. So you guys, I think you're getting a 4 as well. Trying to think, on the starting 11, who we're going? Woodman, loan's ending. Guehi's loan's ending. Norton's out of contract. AU. So 4 that starting 11 probably won't be here next year, which is crazy. So going to go to the bench. Danda, who came on. God, where do we start here? Give away the penalty, had that free kick. For me, I give him a 4 because the penalty was harsh. Wasn't a penalty, in my opinion. But you can see what the referee give it. I think if it's VAR, it's not a penalty. It's harsh. But the free kick was decent. It was one of our best chances, we said a lot. So I give Danda a 4. Mate, if Garrick is starting for us next season, we're in trouble. No offense to Danda, but sorry, no offense to Garrick, but we're in trouble because he's not doing great for Swindon at the moment. Danda 3, 2, 4, 4, 2. Yeah, he did get. I don't think it was a penalty, to be honest, because Danda slipped and the Birmingham player made contact with Danda. It wasn't Danda making contact with him. If it's VAR, it's disallowed. By the end of the day, they deserve the win, so I'm not going to complain too much. 4. So I think you guys can give me a 3. Woodman's on loan from Newcastle, mate. From Newcastle. We're going to Routledge. Didn't really touch the ball. Average 5. I give him a 4, actually, because 5 I give some other players. So 4 for Routledge. And I'm assuming you guys can give a 4, 3, whatever. Whittaker, 10. Absolutely phenomenal. No, joy. Whittaker, 4 as well. It's a joke bringing on a youngster like that for 30, 40 seconds. It's an embarrassment. It really, might as well shoot him in the head. It's just as bad, really. 4 for Routledge. So I assume you guys both give 4 for Whittaker and Routledge. Let's go on to the last, 2 ratings. Let's go to the referee first. Probably got their first penalty spot on. I thought he let a lot of, fouls not go, and, he didn't really let the game flow. It was a bit of a, hard game to really get going. Referee for me, 4. Cooper, shocking man management. Team selection can see what he's doing. Shocking subs. Danda, you don't bring him on. You bring on Horahan. Danda, like I said, you start him if you want to get something. Bringing on Routledge and Whittaker with like 2 minutes to go. It's a joke. No, he brings on Routledge and takes off an attack with 2 minutes to go, which really says he was going, for me, Cooper, 1. He is getting the lowest rate I've ever given him, 1, because I'm absolutely pissed off with the substitutions today. At half time, I didn't see any impact. Cooper, I'd make him get a taxi home. I wouldn't let him get a fake taxi home to enjoy either. I'd let him get a boring taxi and pay the fare. Not even a fake taxi so he can enjoy himself. No, you get a boring old London taxi, Steve. Shocking substitutions. 1, I'm not going to give him a 0, unless we got battered, but yeah. If we drew, it would have been like a 3. The ref was poor. How you had 2 pens, you would have worked. No, because the second one wasn't a penalty, Ross. You could see why he gave it, but it weren't a penalty. It wasn't a penalty. And 0-1. I wouldn't get rid of him, mate. 2. So I assume you guys gave him 2 for Cooper. So those are the player ratings done. I'm gonna put the StreamYard link in the comment section down below and get some of you guys in for. Well, let's hope you guys can kind of think. So if you do want to join, then you are welcome, Birmingham, wherever fans. But as long as you're not abusive and stuff like that. But I am going to get people on who have contributed to the chat first, and then I'll leave. So I'll put the StreamYard link in. Please join, talk about the game, stuff like that. And just unplug my microphone. So I'll probably sound a little bit more quieter. If anyone's wondering, just use my beast microphone. But I'm just going to grab my headphones, which are up there. But you only bring Routledge on if you're trying to defend the lead. Yeah, I like Routledge, great servant, but don't see what he offers anymore, especially off the bench. You're going to join. Yeah, if you want to turn your camera off, if you want to join, it's up to you. But if you do join the ball, make sure you turn your camera on first so I know who you are and you're fine. But if you don't want to turn your camera on when talking to me, that's completely fine. I understand. But I think you will have to sign in. Mike Green. Mike, show that again. Mike's showing something. He's got like a piece of paper. Put it closer. He said, give me 5 minutes. All right, Mike. I'll give you 5 minutes. I threw his hand in like a piece of paper and do something. Would come on tonight, mate. I've been drinking all day, so probably not the best day. Well, you can join on your phone if you want, Nathan, turn your camera off, so you'd have to show yourself. But I understand why you did that. So you probably will have to log into StreamYard because I've put that in so I don't get like trolls and stuff like that. So Bale 11, if you're ready, mate, I'm going to get you on. And let me just adjust this background first. Obviously, I'm at St Andrews and I've travelled to St Andrews for this game. So let's get Bale 11 on. How are you, mate?
All right.
Did you watch that game?
Yeah.
Did you pay for it?
No. Watch on Sky Sports.
Oh, you're lucky I paid 10 quid for that. Just talk to me. What went wrong there?
Everything.
What annoyed you the most today? The result, the penalties, the subs? Let me know.
The penalties. The first one was. The second one wasn't a penalty.
Yeah, I agree. You can see why you give it, but it's similar to that Bidwell one against Middlesbrough, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Very, very questionable. What do you think of Cooper's subs today, then?
Not very good.
Say that at least. And
yeah.
What are your thoughts on Cooper? Do you think he should stay? Do you want him out? What do you want?
Well, I think he should stay.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll wait until the end of the season. If we say top 6, I'll keep him. But if we fall out, like I'm getting deja vu of Forest last year. Obviously they went where we were, but they were like 4th, 5th, weren't they? And they just fell off a cliff. And I just think we're a similar situation at the moment. We're falling off a cliff, really, and it's just frustrating because we all laughed at Forest last year. And we're just falling off a cliff right now, and it's Birmingham. No offense to them, but they're 21st, aren't they? So, any positives to take out of that then? Any positives?
No.
No positive. Maybe Woodman made the save, but who do you say was the man of match for the Jacks today?
Woodman for saving the first penalty.
Yeah, he got the direction right in the second one, but I was saying in the Wales games, I look forward to speaking to you on the weekend, and hopefully you have a good Easter, mate, and probably speak to you.
Easter.
Yeah, happy Easter, and hopefully speak to you Monday for not a 0-0. But I forgot to say, what's your score prediction for Monday, Preston? They got a great point today against Norwich. I'm not going to say my prediction, but I'm not saying the Swans win. So
Yeah. I don't think we'll win either.
Which says a lot, really, don't it? We don't think we win it.
Yeah.
At least we don't have a game on Sky Monday. No Sky commentators, bloody Scogan. But anyway, I forgot your name.
Yeah.
What's your
Andrew.
name again? Andrew, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
I'm just going to call you Dr. 40 Blu-ray Reviews. That's one of the most positives of the night. Your name. You what?
My channel name's Doctor Who reference, actually.
Oh, Doctor Reviews, is it?
Yeah, Doctor. It will
14.
be.
Right.
Well, it would be eventually. A 14th Doctor.
I'll speak to you Monday then, and thanks for coming on, mate.
Yeah.
See you later. Right, we're gonna get on Lucas 23. You right?
Hello.
Where do we go from at the feet then, mate?
I don't know. The crap club.
Who's a crap club? Birmingham.
Yeah. How can we lose against the ex-Cardiff keeper who's so bad?
2 clean sheets for him this season against us, mind.
Yeah.
And I thought the Cardiff curse was just over. But any positive to take from that game?
We'll probably draw a next game. Maybe 1-1 maybe.
That's not a good result. Do you think we'll fall out the playoffs? I think we are.
Yeah.
I'll double check now on my phone, but we're not many points clear of 7th. But it's just frustrating, really. Who's your man of the match for the Swans today? I said Woodman.
I don't know why, but Norton.
He had a decent game, to be honest, but I just think, one of the centre halves should have come off a lot sooner. So I'm just going to check I'm just going to check how many points we're above 6. We are 6 points above 6 and 7 points off 7th. So we are closer to 7th than we are 2nd, which is worrying. Cardiff are 5 points off the playoffs. Don't worry, they're not getting playoffs. There's no need to worry about that. But 90th minute defeat. It's just frustrating. What do you think of the substitutes today then?
They were so rubbish, but why are we bringing Whittaker on? And he's so young. What about you give him 30 minutes at least? 30 minutes.
Exactly. I've said this week after week. You don't bring on Dander as a sub. He doesn't impact the game. Actually, he did impact the game today. He gave away a penalty. But what's your score prediction for Monday against Preston then at home? Can the Swans finally score a goal in the first time in 4 games?
Yes.
Are we winning though?
No. Well, we're drawing 1-1.
1-1. Who's your scorer for the Swans?
Jamal.
He had a decent game today, but thanks, Lucas, for coming on, mate. And speak to you
Happy
Monday,
Easter
pal.
as well.
Yeah, happy Easter. Have a good weekend, mate. Speak to you soon. We're going to get Marley on.
Don't get me started.
How are you?
All right, though. A long time no speak.
Been better. Been better. But
yeah. So
I didn't want a 0-0, but I didn't want a 1-0 Birmingham either. So
mate,
it's a bit of a tricky one.
I've been at a house party surrounded by wind-up merchants.
Swansea fans, if they're in the Prem, I guess.
Do you know what? Yeah, I assume they are.
Did you watch a game then, or did you just catch the highlights or something? Or you've not seen any of the highlights?
Yeah, they wouldn't leave me alone.
What do you think of the penalties then? Do you think they were both penalties, none penalties, only one? What do you think?
All I'm going to say is, I guess if I said it's not a penalty, then all the others win too. But in a way, it's a bit of karma for us. What I mean?
The first one's a penalty, which just sums up bad we got for Robertson. Thing is, if we're saying that Bidwell against Middlesbrough's a penalty, this is a penalty. So it's interesting.
Literally, if I didn't say we were expecting this coming, I'd be if I didn't say I didn't see this coming, I'd be lying.
Wickham's only a few weeks away. We all know what's going to happen there. Luton Part 2 last season.
1-0 Akinfen, 190+3.
Oh, if he scores. Just as the Ayatollah. When he's a Swansea player.
No, mate.
But any positives?
The only positive is we ain't playing tomorrow.
Thing is, I say this on Twitter. What was the point of bringing Horhan to Birmingham if you were never going to play him?
Exactly.
Because you could have just stayed in Swansea. I'd rather have 8 subs. Like Horhan should have come on today. I don't care. If he's on the bench, in my opinion, he should be allowed to play at least a minute.
As a Horhan fan myself, I would have said rest him, play him against Preston. I really didn't see the point of a 90+4 minute substitution. Like, what the fuck is he doing? Remind my language, but what the fuck is he doing?
A few question marks have been asked about Cooper. A few more Cooper outs today, which I can understand with the performance of the last couple of weeks. What's your thought? What's your opinion on the manager then? Are you Cooper out? Are you still undecided? You don't know. For me, I'm not sure if you caught what I said, but I said as long as we're in the top 6 and Cooper in, but if we do follow the top 6 any time, I'm out. So I'm still in at the moment, but it's going down every game.
The thing is, I'm starting to lose my patience. Like, he's testing his luck on me, and it's like it's full. Say now, you got a bowl of soup, right? You got a bowl of soup.
You got the Carlos Carvajal analogies.
The bowl, and you're trying to carry it over to the table, and there's drips and drips and drips going out the bowl, and that is what is in my mind about Steve bloody Cooper.
Question is, does the bowl smash, or does it get to the table on time?
We'll just have to see by the time we lose to Wycombe Wanderers 1-0.
Or does the customers complain? The fans complain more. Get him sacked. Gets the customer sacked. But
the waitress is shaking. He's had one too many.
What's your thoughts on Preston Monday? Our next 2 games are against teams. Our next 2 games are against teams who have got nothing to play for. So, what's your score prediction against Preston Monday? Then home.
2-1 Preston.
Oh God, really?
I'm serious. Scott Sinclair's gonna come back and batter us.
Oh, I forgot. No, I forgot about Sinclair. I forgot about Sinclair because he scored against us last year at Deepdale.
He scored against us last year. He's gonna do the same this year. 2-1 Preston. Sinclair brace, and for us, it's gonna be a Preston on goal because none of our fucking players are good.
Oh, we just can't. We couldn't score in a brothel. Just couldn't score. It's just
mate, we couldn't score in a Coliseum.
we couldn't score in a battlefield in World War II. All that open space of goals, and we still somehow miss.
We couldn't score. We couldn't score in Primrose Park.
Oh, you've just given your location away there. He lives in. Yeah. So obviously you didn't do a stream today, which is probably good for you. Probably good for you. But are you back streaming Monday then?
Depends if I can get the game, to be honest with you. Well, I thought. Do you know what I thought?
What?
Mainly, when I started back streaming, we lost 2 on the bounce. The thing is, I think it was my bad luck that's been brung to the Swans. Why?
We nearly got a 0-0 draw with you not streaming.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but literally, we deserve to be 20th place.
Yeah, you couldn't tell. You couldn't tell the difference between the two sides of the table, guys.
Like, I don't really know how to say yes, but something's gotta change. Like, honestly, I felt like fucking kicking something earlier. Like, I fucking did. I was throwing bottles and I nearly threw glass at my mate's window. And mate, I was tapping.
Well, I'm gonna let you go. So have a good Easter, mate.
I think it's better. I think it's better if you let me go because my anger will slowly start to come back.
Well, have a good night, and I'll probably speak to you Monday then, mate.
Happy Easter to you as well, and roll on a Scott Sinclair masterclass.
Speak to you soon, pal. Make sure you like the stream, by the way, guys. 47 people in here that can try and get 50 likes. So if you haven't already, please like the stream and subscribe if you're new. We're going to get on Mike Green, who will probably feel a bit more disappointment, but they did lose to Barrow today. So I can kind of see where Mike's coming from. Nathan's in the bottom going like that. Nathan, what was your score today? Forrester, Holmesson for everyone. He's gone like that now. But I can't really laugh. But I think all the Welsh teams lost today. So I'm going to get Mike in, and hopefully a lot of tears from both of us.
I generally don't know.
Only elite teams lose 1-0 today. Only elite Welsh teams lose 1-0 today.
Only elite Welsh teams lose away.
Talk to me about that Barrow Newport game. Talk to me about your frustration to get my mind off this game.
Poor. Literally, like, I've not seen a performance as bad as, well, I think that's probably the worst second half performance of the season. Like, individually, like, first half we were good. Like, I don't know if anyone's seen it, but first half we were generally all over them. And we should have put 2, 3, and even maybe 4 on them at half time, and then and then it's done then, isn't it? 2 or 3-0 up at half time is just dead because they're fighting for their lives. The same as Birmingham. But Birmingham, the game that I watched, Birmingham were going for Swansea, but Barrow just weren't in the first half. So I thought, okay, we'll get a goal, which we did. Against the run of play when we scored, which was weird, actually. The fact we were all over them in the first half, but when we scored, it was against the run of play. But yeah, we did take the lead. Second half, we just came out, and it just, I don't know what happened in the second half. Demetrio got spun on the halfway line, and then they scored their first. Their player actually dropped 4 of our players on the way to scoring that goal.
Yeah,
as well.
I seen that goal. He got the ball, cut inside, went into the box. One player fell, just slid into the bottom corner, didn't he? That's a good finish.
The free kick is never a free kick. I don't know.
Wasn't Lee Mason the referee today?
Lee Mason, absolute
Premier
twat.
League official. Wasn't he the one at West
twat.
Brom Brighton? He was the one at West Brom Brighton, wasn't he?
He's an arsehole. Absolute arsehole. I give him a -2.
Do you want to explain what happened then with that decision?
So we lose the ball in midfield, surprise, surprise. And then to be fair though, they pressed us really high. I don't know if it's us losing the ball, they just won it off us. Either way, it's basically the same thing, isn't it? It's one of those things, half empty, half full kind of things. Which way do you see it? But anyway, they get the ball off us, cut inside, and then Sheehan puts in a brilliant tackle, which anyone else would think tackle, and then the referee just stops and points for the free kick, and it was perplexing to how he actually give that, and then the thing is, with iFollow, if it's a decision that shouldn't be made, they won't show a highlight. So I was waiting for the highlight, and it just didn't come. So I was like, right, well, that's a decision that shouldn't be given because they don't show a highlight for it. Yeah, and then the keeper is literally so far to the right of his goal. I just knew it was going to go in, and it was a former loanee as well, so it just made it even worse. 2 games on the spin, then that a former loanee player wins it against us.
That is rough, to be honest, and I could say 2 games on the spin for us. We're a Cardiff City keeper and an ex-Cardiff City keeper keep a clean sheet against us. So I'm just going to check where you are in the league. That's a bad result for you, especially when you got Bolton Monday, who are, decent.
That's
team.
huge. I say if we lose a draw is, well, I mean, how tight League 2 is, you can't even say a draw takes you out of it. But I think if we lose that and results go against us, automatic is gone. We're 13 points off Cambridge, which is...
Yeah, just check now. So you are currently 7 points off Bolton with a game in hand. So if you can beat Bolton, you'll be
4 points off with the game in hand.
Yeah, and so you're trying to get that 3rd place. You're 1 point above Exeter in the playoffs. You're a point above Leyton Orient. So you got that 7th spot solidified at the moment, but you want to get 3rd at the tail because as it stands, you'd be playing Tranmere in the playoffs, and we all know what happened last time we played Tranmere in a playoff final.
and to be honest, if we did lose, it's better than losing in the final. I can't. Because I don't know if it would happen, but I think fans potentially could be at the playoff finals. for Championship, League One, League Two, and I really don't want to go to Wembley again and just like be so close to it. And yeah,
I think both of us might have playoff heartbreak this thing because you were like total Christmas, we were like second at Christmas.
That's what I said. Both of us have been exactly the same, and I don't know what it is. I'll talk about your performance because I like you wanted me to talk about ours. I just want to get it off my mind, to be honest. It happened 3 o'clock.
I've just checked. Newport have lost the last 3 in a row. Swansea have lost the last 3 in a row. Gee, we are literally similar. They lost to Port Vale, Leyton Orient, and at least you're scoring goals. You're not keeping clean sheets.
Yeah, that's why I looked at yours. You're in the top 9 teams in the league. I did put this in the watch line. I don't know if you noticed, but in the top 9 teams in the league, you're the lowest scorers.
Yeah, that's our problem this season. And again, you've probably seen it today with the game. Just a lack of ability to attack. Apart from an odd set piece or a penalty, we just don't look like we're going to score. The manager has a plan A. If that doesn't work, he just sticks with it. Doesn't really bring subs on. When he does, they just don't work. He brings a sub on today and he gives away a penalty. So I really, really struggle to see how we're going to get going. We've got Liam Cullen coming back from injury, which will be massive for us. Dorr scored 2 goals against you, just saying. But scoring goals would be no problem. And we do well defending, but we haven't had a clean sheet in a few games either. So both of us are really struggling at the moment. You can't keep a clean sheet. We can't score a goal. We both got a big game, both at home Monday. So it'll be interesting to see how both teams gets on. For my Newport Bolton prediction, I'll go for a 1-1 draw. And what's your prediction for the Swans Preston game?
Well, I'll say my Newport one after this, but Swans Preston, I mean, they need a win. I don't know. I believe Preston are just rock mid-table. But
they had a good. Well, they sacked Alex Neil, so it was their caretaker manager's first game in charge, and he got a point against Norwich, which is a great result, really.
Yeah, the first game with a new manager is always just a bounce back reaction. But I think I keep saying it, and I will keep saying it because I think Swansea are a good team. But how long do I keep saying they're going to win and not perform? I'm going to go Swansea 1, Preston 1. Tough game, but I don't see where the win's going to come from.
Are we scoring first? Or are we balling in 90th minute? Again, 90th minute equaliser.
Well, not 90th, but I don't know if it'll be a penalty. I know Dorr would be smiling if there's a penalty conceded, but for Newport Bolton, I mean, if there's any Newport fans watching this, don't listen. Newport 0, Bolton 3. I'm not confident. I think we're going to get absolutely. I think we're going to get absolutely battered. No, honestly, that performance against a team 21st, like
you made me laugh.
Like in the league, realistically, like you said on your stream, realistically, you're the 3rd best team in the league. Technically, if you think about it, we're the 7th best team technically in the league, and at one point we were the best team in the league, and we just didn't attack them in the second half. We just went to sleep.
Your players have got to be up for that game, though. Both of us have to win that game, and
it's at home as well. The new Rodney Parade pitch is really nice. It's slick. Hopefully, because we need to be playing at Rodney Parade. I know, we were probably the best team that played at Cardiff over recent weeks. Maybe Cardiff can take some tips. But yeah, it's back to be at home. I mean, I think we had more points at Cardiff City Stadium in the last 3 games than Cardiff. So, but yeah, anyway.
No, I think Nathan's going I'm gonna have to get on in there. But anyway, Mike, I'll let you go. Crap result for both of us today, but hopefully I'll speak to you Monday on my match review or your watch long, wherever, and hopefully we can get back to both of us get back to winning ways, mate.
Well, hopefully, yeah. Speak to you later, mate.
Yeah, can't wait for the international break now.
Road to the Euros.
Is on. Cheers for coming on. Right, we're gonna get Nathan.
Here we go. How's it going, mate?
Not too bad. But obviously both of us lost 1-0 today. Ours was probably worse, but you were at home. So talk to me a little bit about your game today. What were your thoughts on it?
Positives I can take. At least Barry won today. Maybe against Cardiff Mets who won. I've been saying it for months though. What on earth was that in defence? We need to sign a centre back. We were missing Sean Morrison today, our club captain, and it just looked a complete mess at the back. playing. Rolson sang there as well. I mean, you say it as well. Who is sang, but he was superb apart from that. I mean, Aidan Flynn, Curtis Nelson, and then Kyron Brown at the back. No leadership there. We need something. We need the experience. But apart from that, we're struggling with injuries at the moment. Just couldn't get anything working. Not playing in the final third once again. Not scoring anything from open play. And Forest, they deserve that today. Very annoying.
I do follow a few Cardiff fans on Twitter. Apparently, a few of them went really hard with Kiefer Moore's performance in the last couple of weeks for Cardiff.
I was fine with it, to be honest, today. The thing is, because he's been playing with Wales squad and we've had a lot of fixture congestion recently, I could understand why he looked really tired today. And I think that we should have brought Waters on earlier and he shouldn't have played a full 90 because he played on Tuesday. He played the week before. He's been playing everything for Cardiff. He looks exhausted. He needs a break. We're playing Monday.
Doors just said that Flint miss laughing.
That was absolutely terrible. Yeah.
Why couldn't he do that against us? Like, why couldn't he miss against
straight over the bar? Because of his height, header just went straight over. And the thing is, that's all we can score at the moment is headers. We're not scoring from open play or taking any chances in the final third at all.
At least you can score, okay? At least you can
score.
That's
the main thing. But either way, that was terrible from you today. But the thing is, anyone who's saying Cooper out is absolutely crazy on my eyes. I think he's a superb manager, personally, and yeah, I don't know, because the thing is with these fit managers, I said it with Neil Harris, if you sack him, then you could end up going for, I don't know, the next Bob Bradley or something in your terms.
Like, it's ridiculous to sack
big risk.
Yeah, I wouldn't sack with 8 games score. Like I said, I'll review the situation in the season. If we bottle the playoffs at least, then I think there's only one way to go. But we finished 6th last season. If we finish anything less than 6th, it'll be a worse season.
Absolutely.
The football is frustrating to watch. Very, very frustrating to watch. We can't string 2 passes together without giving the ball away, and the substitutions, bringing on Routledge is fine, but then it takes on the Parker, and then as soon as we concede, but just having a look at the table now, Barnsley and Reading both drew today, which that's a big opportunity missed for you.
That's a good result for us. Really, I wanted a Barnsley win because I know Reading are going to absolutely bottle it. So I was really hoping for Barnsley there because I want Barnsley to get playoffs and then we can push above Reading into 6th because I'm really happy with nothing's easy in the Championship, but with the games we've got coming, I'd say we have probably one of the easiest run-ins out of the top 6 or the top 8. So
I'd say that you are currently you're 5 points off 6. Bournemouth could jump to 6th though if they do get a point. If Bournemouth get a win next week, then you will. I just seen. If Bournemouth get a win next week in their game, and then they'll be 7 points above behind them. But
that's news.
You're against. I think you're against Sheffield Wednesday on Monday.
Yeah, we got them lot. I know Callum Patterson's going to score against us either way with the way we treated him at the end, but we have to win that game.
It's last chance to look for Sheffield Wednesday because they're 7 points off Coventry. Apparently they look crap today, but I'm not going to say give you a score prediction because you want to save that for your thing, but. Yeah,
we have to win it.
Yeah, I think we got to beat Preston as well. So,
Preston's difficult because they got a good squad, but under Alex Neil, they were probably playing the most dire football one of the most dire football in the Championship. But if they can get their bounce with some of the squad players they have, then they might be able to turn it around. But it's whether he keeps the style of football, and I think with a clash of styles, because you play similar football except they play a lot worse, I think it could be hideous to watch personally.
Yeah, it's not going to be great. And thankfully, it's not on TV because I'm sick of TV games.
All good.
Because you're on TV Monday.
Yeah, we are. It's a big game for both of us. So
I think both of us can shake hands. Sinclair will score against us. Patterson will score against you. No, hang on. Which way is it?
There we go.
Yeah, there we are.
There we go.
Hang on, social distancing.
Wrong way again. There we go.
Mark Drayford won't be a very happy man.
Don't worry, I had him on my chat earlier, so...
Yeah, I've seen it. But thanks for coming on, mate.
No worries. Have a good one, mate.
I'll be in your stream Monday, mate.
See you later. Have a good one.
See you later. We're going to get on Kieran. John's been waiting a while. You right, Kieran? Good chat, Kieran, mate. Great chat. Great talking to you, mate. Right, let's hope Luca doesn't leave me. All right, Luca?
Yeah, hi, Reece. How are you?
Yeah, right. I don't understand. People join and just leave. As soon as I get on, they leave. But what do you think of that game then today? Can you hear me?
It was, yeah. You just lagged a bit there, but I heard you. Yeah, it was really, it was a really, really crap performance, wasn't it? It was abysmal. So
it's just the same old story, really. I thought with the international break, we might be able to reset, perform, but just wasn't to be, was it?
No, it wasn't, and especially it was Birmingham as well. That's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Well, we got Sheffield Wednesday in a few weeks. Wickham.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be another dodgy.
It's not going to get much better. Do you think automatic promotion's gone now?
Second place is gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely gone.
Monday, Preston. Score prediction.
We're losing. I don't know how much by, but we are losing. I'm sorry. But
what's your prediction for that then?
2-0, I guess.
Sinclair to get a brace.
Yeah. Anything. We're just gonna lose. I know. These performances are just not holding up. It's League 2.
It's worse than League 2 standard. I wouldn't fancy a chance. Oh, no worries, Kieran. If you want to rejoin, I'll put the link back now. But I wouldn't fancy a chance against Wrexham. At a minute. Cooper would make us lose. I used to play for Wrexham, but yeah, I'll let you go and hopefully speak to you Monday in the match review. Hopefully, we can get 3 points, mate.
Yeah, hopefully on a little bit of better terms. Anyway, see you Monday.
Yeah, have a good Easter, mate, and see you later.
Yeah.
Right, well, let's try Kieran again. All right, Kieran?
How are you? Are you okay?
Yeah, you're right, mate. I thought you left me just now. I was going to cry.
Yeah, no, sorry. I just lagged out for some reason.
Nah, no worries, mate. What did you think of that performance today then from the Jacks?
Oh, it was dire, wasn't it? And the thing is, I was expecting it. I come into this game saying we're going to see the same performance we have for the past couple of months. Actually, it's not good enough.
Yeah, it's spot on, really, and I thought the international break chance to regain ourselves. We did look a little bit fitter today, but
yeah, he needs to change the formation. That's what he needs to do.
I said this on Twitter just after we lost to Cardiff. I said, it'd be a great chance to go to 4 at the back now, change the system. And
I'd go all in. I'd go with Woodman, Roberts, Bennett, Cabango, Manning, Dander, Hurahan, Grimes as the holding midfielder, and then I go with Lowe on the left, Whitaker on the right with AU up top.
So you're not playing Guehi?
He looks tired, in my opinion. I think he needs rest.
Yeah, obviously you've been in the international day. So Preston Monday, score prediction?
1-0 Preston.
A lot of negativity on here. So, I forgot Sinclair played for them, apart from when Marley said. But if we are to lose, if it's Sinclair,
they looked alright against Norwich.
Yes, the new manager curse, but it's not really a manager. But I'll let you go anyway, Kieran. Have a good weekend, mate, and hopefully see you Monday.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
See you later. There's a question going on in the comments from Harvey. He's saying, who is Cooper in or out? So there's 37 people in here. Let Harvey know if you're Cooper in or out. So I'm going to get Scott on. Hello?
Hi, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Not seen you on you before. You Swans fan? Birmingham?
I'm a Birmingham fan.
Great. Well, it's good to have you on the channel. From a Birmingham fan perspective, I bet you're buzzing with that 3 points, anyway.
Yeah, absolutely buzzing. I mean, before the game, I know you're in a bit of dodgy form, but I still thought you'd probably play us off the park, to be honest. But the passing football that you often see from Swansea just wasn't there, was it? What happened?
It's just not been there this season. We've fluked a few results in the last couple of weeks, but we got outplayed by you today. The first penalty was a penalty, the second one, I think he's gone into dander. But at the end of the day, if you get 2 penalties, you probably will score at least one of them. And our keeper's a very good penalty saving king, or good. And he nearly saved it. I was gutted. But to be fair, a point is basically a crap result anyway for us. So, do you think you'll? I think you'll step. I think Coventry will go down personally. So,
I think. Wickham are probably gone, aren't they?
Yeah, I think Wickham and Sheffield Wednesday are gone. I think they're both gone, to be honest.
Sheffield Wednesday, I was initially surprised, but particularly against us, they were so poor. And then, yeah, you're probably looking at Cov, aren't you? Because the amount of games that Rotherham have got in hand. But you mentioned the penalty, didn't you? It's the sort of thing, by the letter of the law, maybe a penalty, but
I can't really question it really with our penalties on the last.
Yeah.
So, you get some, you lose. It all evens itself out. But to be fair, I got to credit Bowyer. I think our manager Cooper. I think there was 2 managers today. One manager who wanted the 3 points, and one who just wanted the point.
Definitely,
and, both teams need the 3 points. And yes, you're taking off 2 strikers, but I think if that's Karanka playing that team, I think he takes off. I think he brings on the midfielder and goes to the point. So, for credit to Bowyer, I was saying this to a Birmingham fan chat. I said he knows your club. He'll know what the fans want, and that's performances, that's results. And with Cooper, his subs have been dreadful.
What was the deal with say bringing your Whittaker player on with about a minute to go? I mean, I don't know if I'm just being a stupid Birmingham fan here, but it just kind of seemed like, well, what's the point?
Yeah, it was just disgraceful, really. He played well against Cardiff, he's young, so he brought Derby. And, I think, when Routledge came on, like, we brought off an attacker for Routledge. Like, why do you change the five at the back? But I thought credit to you, Bowyer showed his experience. They take off that youngster you had a wing back who got yellow, brought on George Friend. Etheridge had a pretty quiet game, had nothing really much to do. And, credit to Birmingham, beat your stadium once, which was a drab 0-0 draw on a Friday, funny enough. So I was thinking, oh, it's going to be 0-0. It's like, I don't want a 0-0, but then I don't want a 1-0 Birmingham. So credit to you. I bet you love if Coventry go down because they've been renting your stadium for the last 2 years.
And they've been wrecking the pitch as well.
So if they go down, it's a bit of a, deja vu, isn't it?
I hope so.
But, you deserved it today, I got to admit. And, where do you think Swansea will finish the end of the season then?
I think with Norwich and Watford, they probably got a bit too much. But I definitely see you finishing in the playoffs. And I mean, particularly with that, some of the youngsters we've got, I see getting through via the playoffs, but maybe the top two's maybe a touch out of reach.
Yeah, I don't know. Bournemouth score's just ridiculous now. I just look at they battered us. You got Brentford and you got Reading, Barnes who play good football, but I'd be interested. Yeah. But anyway, thanks very much, Scott, for coming on. Really do appreciate it, mate.
Thank you. Cheers, mate.
If we do speak next season, hopefully we are to beat you again.
Fingers crossed.
See you later, mate. Thanks,
see you, mate.
Thanks, Scott, for coming on. This is why I do match reviews. It's great to have opposition fans on, and I've never seen them on the channel before, so you better have subscribed. There's 2 people in the things with Jake Dunlop who I'm going to get on. If you don't show your face, I'm not going to get you on because you could be Steve Cooper, and I don't want to speak to Cooper right now. So this probably will be the last person I'm going to get on. It's been a good match review. We talked about a lot. Jake Brady, how's it going, mate?
Solly Ball here.
Right, no, you're gone. You're gone. I'm not having any of that. No, Jay, I'm handing you back. I hate him. No, he is not funny. Never say that again. So I'm going to redo it. All right, Jake, how you doing?
Okay, yeah. No Ollie Ball. Right. Yeah, it was just bloody abysmal, wasn't it, really? Unbelievable.
It was typical, though. We knew it was going to happen. It's just a Swansea thing, isn't it? We had an international break. We were thinking, a few players rested. Horan's not going. I thought, he'd play. But what did you think of the substitutions today? Let's go on to that.
Well, Dander, I mean, I thought he was going to come on and create something, but he only gave away a pen. Routledge, I mean, I think he probably touched the ball twice. And then what was the point of bringing on Whittaker? What was the actual point? Why did he bring him on with half an hour to go? 30 seconds to get... it was pointless. You may as well just kept him on the bench. And why did Horan even travel? What a bloody waste.
Probably
a waste of his time.
Probably just brought him to visit his family or something, but... Yeah, it's just ridiculous. So many frustrations. That what's your thoughts on Cooper? In, out, shaker, all about?
God, I don't even know. Like, I've always been Cooper in. I'm still not Cooper out, but like I'm actually dead in the middle. I can't decide, to be honest.
Same with Marley then. Like, it's going down every game because the performance has been shocking.
I mean, he's done good to get where we are. Don't get me wrong. And last season he did well to get into the playoffs, but I think it's just it's just our luck's running out, really. It's like three games without a single goal. It's just pathetic. It is just pathetic.
Three games without a goal, 3 dismal performances. Let's be fair, Bournemouth was crap. Cardiff, first half was crap, and today the whole game was crap. So I really don't know where we go from here, mate. We're just stuck in the middle. I'm getting deja vu vibes from Forest last year where they just fell off a cliff and. Like I said, I think we're 6-7 points ahead of 7th or something like that. So, it's worrying times. And, we're 1 minute to midnight. So I'm still talking about this game in bloody Saturday. So I'm having no rest, really. But thoughts on Monday's game against Preston then? What's your expectations? What's your thoughts and stuff like that?
I don't even know what to expect, to be honest. Like, Preston, they're just always mid-table on there. I know, obviously, last season, they were up there with West Brom and Leeds towards the start. And then, obviously, they went down to mid-table, and then they went up to the playoff spots again, and then went back down to mid-table. So you're just a mid-table team, really. But I mean, I don't really know what to expect.
When we play Preston, it usually is a decent game. I think
we haven't lost to them since we've been relegated.
Have we played them 3 times at home? Yeah, I don't think we've ever lost to them since we've down. I think the 3 times we played them at home, we won 1-0 at Porter, we won 3-2.
And then wasn't there 2 away games? 1-1 Courtney Baker Richardson, and then 1-1 again with Rhian Brewster. And then this season,
we haven't played them
this season away Morgan Gibbs White. So yeah, we've what's that? Drawn 2-1-3. It's not bad.
Yeah, usually against Preston, it's a decent game of football. Probably as long as we can score, mate. I don't even care. It's just we're just not scoring. Yeah. By the way, happy Saturday, guys. Happy Saturday.
Exactly. Happy bloody Saturday.
But what's your score prediction for Sunday? Sorry, Monday.
3-0 Preston, Scott Sinclair hat-trick.
Right, your serious prediction now.
I mean, I could actually see it happening, but nah, that's a bit too out.
He probably will score.
Yeah, he probably will. I don't even know.
I'll do mine in my preview tomorrow, but I said it's not gonna be a Swans win.
2-1 Preston, to be honest.
Mate, if we lose, I'm gonna cry.
Actually, no, 2-0 Preston. We won't even bloody score.
If we do score, it'll be an own goal. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Might as well put Woodman up front. No one else can score.
I don't know. Well, he can save stuff with his feet. Maybe he can score with his feet. But anyway, Jake,
exactly.
I'll let you go, mate. It's getting on. But any last words?
Just bloody ridiculous. That's all I can say. It's just pathetic.
It is. It's a joke, really. But yeah, make sure you check out Jake's channel, PFCFC Vlogs, and catch you later, mate.
Yeah, cheers.
So that's going to be another match review, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. Good hour at 11. Like I said, I like to keep these between 50 minutes and hour 20. I think it's the perfect time. Really do appreciate everyone who's been in the comments and interacted with the Birmingham fans, the nice ones there, and Swans fans. And yeah, great to be back with Swansea City videos, guys. I've missed it, but yeah, back with another watch long on Monday against Preston, 3 o'clock kickoff. But there'll be a match preview Sunday, hopefully with a Preston YouTuber or vlogger at 4 p.m. So 4 p.m. there'll be a video Sunday for the preview, and then 2:50 p.m. the watch long. I'll probably do the review at 7 p.m. So 7 p.m. will be the match review Monday, and fingers crossed it'll be a decent result. So thanks very much for joining, guys. Really do appreciate the support. Make sure you like the stream, subscribe if you are new to the channel as well, and I'll catch you in the next one. Fingers crossed we can score a goal.